I hope you enjoyed the story of Prometheus. Next we've got Pandora's box, which continues on from where we left off with Prometheus. So here we go. Epimetheus wept for his brother Prometheus. He pleaded with Zeus to have mercy. "Those who steal from the gods must be punished," Zeus said. "Forget your brother. You cannot help him. His fate is sealed until the end of time." "What about me?" Epimetheus asked. "Every animal has a companion. Wolves run in packs. Fish swim in schools. Birds fly in flocks. Zebras run in herds. Even lowly snails and slugs have mates. I have no one. Prometheus was more than a brother. He was my dearest friend. Without him, I am truly alone." Zeus pitied Epimetheus, so he created a woman to be his companion. All the gods gave her gifts. Here's a picture of Zeus creating her. And the hands, there we are, they're the gods giving the gifts. Artemis gave her strength and courage. Athena gave her wisdom. Hera gave her majesty and grace. Hermes gave her wit and cleverness. Aphrodite gave her beauty. Apollo gave her music and song. The gods called the woman Pandora, which means all gifts. It was a fitting name, for she had all the gifts that the gods could give. Zeus carried Pandora to earth and presented her to Epimetheus. The Titan wept with joy when he saw his new bride. Pandora too was pleased. Her bridegroom was handsome, kind, and truly in love with her. Pandora and Epimetheus were married. All the gods came down from Olympus to celebrate their wedding. Epimetheus thanked the gods for giving him Pandora. She had brought laughter and joy to his home. Epimetheus took Pandora through his house. He showed her every room. He opened every chest and cupboard so that she could see what was inside. "This house is now our home," Epimetheus said. "Everything here is yours as well as mine." However, Pandora noticed that there was one box that he did not open. "What about this one? What is in here?" she asked. "Nothing you need to know about," Epimetheus said. "Leave that box alone. There is nothing inside that concerns you." Epimetheus made Pandora promise never to open the box. She agreed, although she could not understand why. She couldn't help thinking, what is inside that box? What secret does it contain that Epimetheus doesn't want me to see? Despite her curiosity, Pandora kept her promise. She never touched the box. She avoided going near it. She seldom looked at it. Yet, try as she might, she could not stop her curiosity from growing. What is in that box? She wondered. One day, while Epimetheus was out in the world, Pandora took a broom and began sweeping the house. She swept the dust from every room until she came to the one where the box stood in the corner. Pandora swept around it carefully, making sure not to touch it. She swept the dust into a dustpan. She was about to carry it away when she heard a voice calling her name. A little picture down here. You can see the swirls that are meant to be the voice coming out of the box. "Pandora! Pandora, let me out!" It was a tiny voice, like the cry of a baby kitten. Pandora looked around the room. Who was calling her? She heard it again. "Pandora! Pandora!" It came from the box in the corner. Pandora put down her broom. "Who are you?" she asked. "A poor, helpless creature. I am shut up in this box with all my brothers and sisters. They are too weak to talk. We have been here for so long without food or water. We have neither light nor air. Let us out. We will die if we remain here." Pandora had promised Epimetheus that she would leave the box alone. However, The gods had given her the gifts of kindness and compassion. She could not turn away from a creature in trouble. Pandora thought, I know I promised not to open the box. What if I just lift the lid a bit? That would not really be opening it. I only want to take a peek. If I see something nasty inside, I'll shut it right away. Pandora got down on her knees before the box. She lifted the lid just a crack and peeked in. The lid flew off. A swarm of creatures burst out of the box. They surrounded Pandora, biting and stinging until she bled. Then they flew away. Epimetheus came home. He found Pandora lying on the floor, bruised and swollen. Her eyes were red from weeping. The overturned box lay in the corner. He knew at once what had happened. I am so sorry, Pandora said. I broke my promise. Something called to me from inside the box. I wanted to see what it was. I only meant to take a peek. Instead, I ruined everything. Don't be sorry, said Epimetheus, taking her hand. You made a mistake, that's all. The fault was mine. I should have explained what was in the box and why it had to remain closed. When I gave gifts to the animals, I had some ugly things left over that I thought no one deserved to have. Their names were sorrow, disease, misery, despair, and a host of other worries and misfortunes. I could not get rid of them, so I put them in the box. As long as they stayed inside, they could not trouble the world. I knew I could not keep them in the box forever. One day they would get loose. That day has come, and there is nothing we can do about it. The gods created these troubles for a reason. They are part of creation, for better or for worse, and we must endure them. At that moment, Pandora heard another voice calling. Pandora, don't forget me. I am still here. It came from inside the box. Oh no, another misfortune, Epimetheus groaned. Perhaps we could hold on to this one. He and Pandora looked in the box together. At the bottom, they saw a shining creature with gold wings. It looked up at them and it smiled. My name is Hope, the creature said. You do not have to keep me in a box. Put me in your hearts and I will stay with you forever. As long as you have hope, you need not fear misery or misfortune. With hope, you can overcome sorrow and despair. Nothing can defeat you as long as you have hope. Pandora and Epimetheus lifted Hope from the box. They made a special place for her in their hearts, where she remained for the rest of their lives. Hope is still with us. There is a special place for her in all our hearts. As long as she is there, the sorrows and troubles of the world can never defeat us.